Hello, this is D, and I'm back with another video. Well, last night, the 2021 Game Awards took place, and I have to say, overall, I was pretty impressed with the show. Now, usually I don't like this show too much, to be quite honest with you. It's kind of boring, but with next generation technology, I should say, the consoles that are out, I was looking forward to seeing what next generation games would be coming. And because of that, I got to see a lot of cool demos last night and some things that were really mind-blowing. Now, of course, it is also an award show. It's not just for all of the world premieres. Now, a bunch of games won, and I was surprised that Deathloop picked up so many awards. Now, Deathloop, before they were bought by Microsoft, they had a partnership with PlayStation, and last night they thanked Sony for having the confidence in their vision. And a lot of fanboys, they're kind of going crazy with this, saying, oh my gosh, look at this, they thanked Sony. Well, they did have an arrangement in place with Sony before this deal was done, and I actually think it shows what type of company that Microsoft really is, that they continued this partnership and they saw the contract to the end of its run date. Now, of course, we know that future games won't be coming to the PlayStation 5 from this studio. Nonetheless, I thought it was really classy that he did thank PlayStation. And if you guys really want to get petty about it, in all honesty, Microsoft is making most of the money off of that game, so there's nothing really to gloat about. Now, Kenya Bridge of Spirits won Best Indie Game, and I think that was well deserved. Now, this was the studio's first game. They're actually a Hollywood studio that does a lot of animations for movies, and they decided to make their very first game, and I have to say it was a smash success. Now, the game is a little bit simplistic, but I gotta say the art design, the graphics, the gameplay, it's a pretty solid title. Halo Infinite won the Player's Voice Award. Best Art Direction went to Deathloop. Forza Horizon 5 won an Innovation Award for accessibility, and I have to say that Microsoft, they're really taking this accessibility to another level. They're allowing players that maybe are missing some limbs or have some other type of disability the chance to play the games in a way that they can enjoy the experience, just like many gamers around the world, and I have to say kudos to Microsoft for that. Now, Best Sports Racing Game went to Forza 5, Best Game Direction went to Deathloop, and of course there's a host of different awards that went out. Now, I'll let it scroll down the screen, or I'll put it in the comment section down below so you guys can see the entire list. Now, like I said earlier, the best part of the show for me is the game reveals. Now, we saw the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, this kind of came out of left field, and I have to say it is pretty intriguing. Now, if you're a fan of the franchise, this game, it's gonna be really bloody, that's for sure. It's not for the weak at heart. I think it's gonna be very gory if it's gonna stay true to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre lore. We also got a glimpse at Wonder Woman. Now, they really didn't show too much about it. They just basically showed the character model. But if you look at the trailer, if you look in the description, they actually go into detail on what the game is going to be about. Now, it's going to be a single player action game, and it's going to be using the Nemesis system. So you're gonna be able to interrogate enemies, they're going to be able to do things for you. It looks very interesting, to be honest with you guys. I want to see more of it because they didn't show too much. Nonetheless, it is pretty exciting that Wonder Woman is finally getting her own action game, and I think the action sequences, they'll probably be more akin to like the Batman, like the Spider-Man games, that type of action, and I'm really looking forward to hearing more about this game from Warner Brothers. Now, we also got to see Star Wars Eclipse. Now, if you guys don't know, I'm a huge sci-fi fan. I love anything that is sci-fi. I just love the genre. Now, this really intrigued me. The art direction looked excellent, and it's just a new game from the Star Wars franchise. Now, it's kind of been stuck in the rut from EA, the way they've been doing games, I would say the last 5 years, and I just want to see more of this game. Now, they showed off some of the worlds, and I have to say, it looks absolutely incredible. Now, I know I'm getting pretty hyped up for this game, but if you are a Star Wars fan, you probably feel the same emotion that I'm going through right now. So I look forward to playing this game. I look forward to hearing more about this game and its release date. Now, this show why it blew me away, to be quite honest with you guys, is because I got to see some next generation games. I'm talking real next generation games. Now, first I want to start off with Arc Raiders. Now, what the hell is this? This looks amazing. I need this right now. And it's coming out in 2022, so it's not that far away, but I was just mind blown by the graphics. The gameplay looks really solid in this game. I don't know, like, you guys let me know in the comment section down below if I'm just like kind of wigging out, but this really looked next generation. I have never seen a game that looks like this. Like the particles from the explosions, you know, the dust particles, the lighting, the animation, the detail of the characters and the models and the scale. It really looked next generation, and this is coming from a former EA developer. Now, this developer, he was a former chief designer over at EA, and he launched this studio, Embark Studios, and I gotta say, I'm impressed, man. I need to see more of this game, obviously, but right now, this is a true next generation game. Now, Arc Raiders will launch on the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Windows PC, Steam. It's going to be everywhere, and it's coming in 2022. So like I said, we don't really have that long to wait. Now, the star of the show, or one of the stars of the show, was definitely HellBlade 2. Now, when they showed this, I was like, okay, when is the action gonna start? I want to see the gameplay. Lo and behold, the whole time it was actual gameplay. Now, the level of detail was mind-boggling. I don't even know what to say. If this isn't next generation, I don't know what is. Now, I saw a lot of fanboys posting pictures of Senua's face looking like it was covered in oil. Like, come on, man, we have to be honest here. Give credit where credit is due. Now, some people are saying it doesn't look like the initial reveal, and I will say it doesn't look like the initial reveal. Now, that was never in-game. They never said that that was in-game. That was just a trailer to kind of get you hyped up for HellBlade 2. Now, what we saw yesterday was in-game, and it looked absolutely incredible. Now, on yesterday's show, they showed Horizon Forbidden West, and I thought it looked incredible. Now, you don't hear guys that particularly like Xbox more than PlayStation saying that that game looked like trash. Everybody said that that game looked amazing and that the gameplay looked like a lot of fun. Now, why is it that when Microsoft shows a game that truly looks next generation, that looks like nothing we've ever seen before, do all these detractors come out with these pictures at lower resolution, or they alter the image on screen, putting oil over it, or just distorting the pixels? Why is this a constant thing? I really think that these guys are a bunch of clowns. I don't think they're real gamers. Give credit where credit is due. You don't have to play the game. If you're not invested in the ecosystem, then don't say anything at all. But if something looks good, just admit that it looks good. And I have to say that HellBlade 2 really blew me away. Now, a surprise that came out of the game show was Matrix. They have a demo. Well, it's not even a demo. It's kind of like a game running on the new Unreal Engine. I have to say, this is what I've been waiting for. Now, this looks photorealistic. I'm really at a loss of words, to be quite honest with you guys. It was such a rich experience. Now, it is a little bit interactive, but there are parts where you can just interact with the environments freely, where you have the ability to go all over the map, to go anywhere that you like, to walk with the character, to fly with a drone, to see everything that's in motion. And I have to say, this definitely looks photorealistic. Now, you also have options to turn on and off some effects, so you can see behind the scenes what the technology is doing. And I thought that was a pretty cool tool to explain things to people on how this is actually working. Now, my impression is, yes, it's at 30 frames per second. I would like it to be at 60 frames per second. Yes, it's at a lower resolution, but the fact that it's so clear and the lighting and the materials look so real, you kind of are not bothered by that. Now, I don't particularly like 30 frames per second games, but if they looked like this, I would definitely give it a shake. Now, this game is free to download on the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, and I really think you guys should download this demo today. It really is a cool gaming experience, and it's absolutely free. Now, overall, I enjoyed the Gaming Awards of 2021. I thought it was well put together. The pacing was pretty good. It was a long show, but it gave me moments to look forward to as I wanted to see these new game trailers. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought about the show. What do you think about Arc Raiders? Do you think that this game is absolutely stunning? What did you think about HellBlade 2? Do you think that this is where next generation gaming is headed? Let me know in the comment section down below. Like I usually say, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one.